to get it done in the third period and getting a big win over Toronto. They had lost 3 of 4 coming into action on Saturday. So, Mike, just how big a win was this considering they're about to be off for a week?
It's huge when you think about you're going to be off for a week. The last thing you want to do is go to a week off struggling when you have a whole week to think about it, process it, review it. You don't want any of that. And the way that they won, finding ways to score goals, not off the rush. We know that they can go up and down the ice and be a high-flying team. They had great success with that early on in the year. But it was Brendan Gallagher, their grittiest, grindiest player, finding a way to get it done in the third period. With a nice play off the wall to set up the one, and then battling to get to the front of the net, winning a puck battle, tip, rebound, and putting it home. This is the kind of activity that the Montreal Canadiens were looking for. They had to prove to themselves that they can score goals in tight games, not when it's given to you off turnovers and off the rush, but off the cycle when goals are hard to come by. And it was Brendan Gallagher who really led the way in a massive third period comeback.
Going back to the first period, it was all Toronto Maple Leafs, thanks in large part to Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner. They could have scored a couple in that period, but they only had that one goal. Was it more a case of the Leafs just not finishing their chances or the excellent play of Carey Price?
Yeah, I'm going to have to give this one to Carey Price. He was fantastic, and he had to be, especially about the first half of the game. And you're right, Matthews and Marner were dancing, had a puck on a string, and several good looks. But Carey Price, who'd been under some heat because some of his numbers have been okay, some have been not quite up to his standards, responded in a very tough game that Montreal was on their heels for with his probably best performance of the season. Made several good stops, and when Carey Price is on his game, we know he looks so much under control, and he reads the puck off the blade so well. And I thought he did a really good job of that in this game against Toronto, where he was beating the puck to the spot the players were shooting it and making this difficult saves look easier than they should be. He gave his team a chance to win, to come back and get a victory. That's what Montreal needed against Toronto, and Carey Price gave him exactly that.
This was the 750th regular season meeting between the two. Hard to believe when you think about that. Montreal has the overall advantage. Saturday's win was the 360th head-to-head in the